Hello again. Welcome back, scholars, to Math is My Jam. Once again, Math is My Jam. Today's lesson is on distributive property. So the first one we're going to do is 2 times the sum of x minus 4, or the difference of x minus 4. Now, if you remember, when you have distributive property, you want to take that number that's on the outside, or that value that's on the outside. In this case, it's 2. And you're going to distribute that value to everything that's on the inside. So in order to distribute this value, let me switch colors here. You're going to take that 2, you're going to multiply it by x. So if you have 2 multiplied by x, and if you remember from our previous video, the x is a variable. And so variables represent unknown values. We don't know what this value is. So 2 times x is simply going to be written as 2x. Okay, 2 times x is simply written as 2x. So that's the first thing you're going to do every single time. And you're always going to multiply by that first value first, which in this case, the first value was x. That's inside the parentheses. That's all you need to know initially. So once you're able to do that and you understand, you're literally going to be combining that 2 times the x. When you see that x, sometimes scholars get confused and they don't know if they're supposed to be adding or multiplying. But remember from our previous video, we learned that whenever you have a number on the outside of a parentheses, you're going to multiply it by everything inside. 2 times x equals 2x. Sometimes scholars try to solve this and they'll be like, oh, the answer is 3. You can't solve this. You can only simplify it, okay? You can only simplify it. So 2 times x is simply 2x. It's 2 times something, some unknown number, okay? Next, I'm going to take this 2 and I'm going to distribute it to the 4. Now, there's 2 ways that we typically look at it. You can say, well, it's 2 times 4, which is 8. And then you just bring down your minus sign. Or you could look at it as 2 times 4. Or you could look at it as 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8. Either way, you're going to get the same answer on that one, okay? For this next problem, we're going to go ahead and do 3 times the difference of t minus 2, okay? 3 times t minus 2, and I'm going to switch colors here. And we're going to do it the exact same way as the previous problem. The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to take this 3 that's on the outside, and I'm going to multiply it by the t. Okay, so 3 times t, once again, that's going to give us 3t. Okay, 3t. Then I have to, the second part of it, I have to multiply it by whatever is remaining inside. So remember, there's 2 different ways we could do this. I like to do it where I just go ahead and circle the remaining value, and the symbol, which in this case is a minus sign, the symbol goes with whatever number is behind it, not the number, not the value that's in front of it. The symbol goes with the value that's behind it. So in this case, the 2 comes behind the symbol. So then I'm going to do 3 times negative 2, and that equals negative 6. You could have also just done 3 times 2, which is 6, and then you could have brought down your minus sign, okay? Either way is correct in that particular scenario. Moving right along, the next problem is going to be 4 times 2t minus 5, okay? 4 times 2t minus 5. And again, you want to go ahead and pause the video here and see if you can resolve this on your own. So the first thing that I'm going to do, same as I've been doing, I'm going to take the 4 and I'm going to distribute it to the values that are inside. But what's different this time? I actually have a value here other than 1. So when you don't see a value in front of the variable, you just know that it's one. Okay, it's implied that you already understand that there's a one there. So if there were no value there, I would have said 4 times 1 or 4 times 1t. In this case, it's 4 times 2. So when I distribute, 4 times 2 equals 8. So that gives me 8t. Okay. And then the next thing, I go ahead and circle what's inside here, the remaining value. And then I do the exact same thing, you guys. I'm going to take this 4 and I'm going to distribute it now to the -5. So 4 times -5, you got it, is -20. So my answer is 8t minus 20. And again, scholars always or usually make the misconception of trying to solve this further. So they might say, well, oh, it looks like 20 minus 8. And they'll say the answer is 12. You're done here. There's nothing you can do unless somebody tells you that t equals a value. So then if your teacher or if you're on an assignment and it gives you t equals, for example, let's just say 3, then you can plug in 3 wherever you see t. But we're not even going to do that yet because it may confuse you. Don't worry about that. Right now, you guys do not know what t equals. So because you don't know what t equals, just stop right there. Don't even worry about it. For our final question, we're going to go with the similar problem from the last one we just did. And we're going to do 5 times 3c minus 7. As always, please pause the video, go ahead and work it out on your own and see if you get the correct answer. All right. So now let's compare answers and let's make sure that we did the exact same process in order to get our answer. So let me make sure I have red. 5 is going to be distributed to everything inside. So I have 5 times 3. Scroll up a bit. That's better. 5 times 3 equals 15. And the C comes along, okay, because we're distributing it to the whole thing. So that's 15C. And now I'm going to take the 5 again and I'm going to distribute it to this -7 here. 5 times -7 is -35. Double check and see if you got it right on your own. Okay, so hopefully you got it right. And that's pretty much our practice session for today. If you guys would like some more practice problems or there's a particular area where you're struggling, please leave a comment. Make sure you hit subscribe, but leave a comment and I'll do another video to address whatever misconception that you're having. Have a great day, you guys. And remember, math is not only my jam, but math is going to be your jam too. So math is our jam. Have a great day.